Hey folks, time for a live stream. How you guys doing? Today we're actually going to talk about my newly released indicators. Um, Compliments to a cat with charts for finally releasing these. We finally do have the options up on the site to buy these indicators. So I am going to today briefly review what some of them do, including the light package. The light package is really designed for people who aren't too familiar with the strategy and just want realistic signals to follow, right? So let's talk about this. I actually have this chart template up here. When you buy the indicators, you can just snap it, so you automatically copy this chart template. Now, the most important indicator on here is the Wave PM weighted CCI. And I'm going to open up the settings for this here, and we can talk about it. Okay? Awesome. So, what this does is it filters CCI signals and shows you only the signals you want to take, right? So, CCI is a really noisy indicator. That's why people don't like it, right? If you compare CCI to RSI, you're going to get twice as many signals on the CCI than you are on the RSI. And why not? Let's just compare it. Okay? The problem with this is it doesn't really... Well, the RSI as an indicator doesn't really fit into any systems particularly well. So I'm going to make this a little bit more visible for you folks. There we go. Okay, so I have RSI and the CCI both visible here. And you can see that the CCI is much more reactive, much more what's the word I'm looking for? Volatile. Can I use that in terms of an indicator? Sure. Right? You're going to get a lot more signals over here than you are over here. Now, that's where this red weighting comes in. What we've done is we've made it so we have a secondary condition for you to filter your signals with. And this is going to be primarily for scalping, okay? And what I recommend doing is this. When you open up the settings of the basic CCI, right, go to Inputs and change two of these to the same length. The CCI length is going to be 30. The Wave PM length is going to be 30. It could be anything you want. Let's do 50. Why not? Okay? Then, it's really good idea to have a 50 moving average on your chart as well. Okay? So this is going to be really simple for you guys. And that's kind of what I was going for with the light package. And let's load up a Forex pair, because why not? USD, Japanese yen. Awesome. So what this does is it gives you really nice filtered signals. Now, usually when someone looks at a CCI, this is a long position when it rolls up, this is a short position when it rolls down. And that's only part of the picture. What this filter does is it gives you a much clearer indication of when to actually take signals. Only take the rolls when it's red. Okay? So this CCI roll right here, where it's red, that means it will retrace to the 50 moving average. And this will be true for any period that you align. Okay? So, at this location, 50 period is overexpanded. Our 50 period CCI rolls down. At this location, price returns to the 50 moving average. I want to do this about 10 more times because I am proud of this, right? Winning trade. And I don't think there's an indicator out there with this high of an accuracy, because it will always return to the 50 moving average when this signal fires. There is one problem, though. There is trending mean reversion, and then there's lateral mean reversion. Okay? Lateral mean reversion, well, that's not going to make you any money, and you would have stopped out of this trade. The thing is, though, it's still correct. price still reverts to the 50 moving average. That's the beauty of this indicator. Even your losing trades are going to be correct. These meatballs are delicious, really. Mother's cooking. All right. 50 period rolls up. Price reverts to the 50 mean. Here's another good one. We get our signal. Price reverts to the 50 mean. We get our signal. Price reverts to the 50 mean. And I can keep doing this and doing this and doing this. And there won't be an instance where this fails. CCI rolls up. Price reverts to the 50 mean. CCI rolls down. Price reverts to the 50 mean. All right, guys. I kind of intended this to be idiot-proof. That's the part of this indicator. Overexpanded. Price reverts to the 50 mean. Oh, this one looks like a loser. Nope, it's not. CCI rolls down. Price reverts to the 50 mean. But you step out of this one. That's fine. Because even when your trades lose, it's not like you're stopping out. It's just moving laterally. Okay? CCI rolls up. Price reverts to the 50 mean. Goodness gracious. Look at this accuracy. All right, guys. This indicator is really meant to make trading easy. It's nice filtered signals. And you can trade with just this indicator and you'll be just fine. There is one really important note though. Okay? That brings us to the quad CCI. The more periods that are trending, the less you want to bet against the trend. Okay? If you have the quad CCI loaded up, that's free. You can get the quad CCI for free. When everything is weighted to the upside, you don't want to bet against trending. Okay? Since everything is weighted to the upside, everything is trending upwards. And if everything is trending upwards, well, you don't really want to take a short position. All right? These signals are going to be strongest when there's less of a trend. Okay? This is another example of lateral trading. Here's a good one. Why? Because we have some periods in the middle here. Some are up, some are below. That's fine. That's good. This is what you want to do in sloppy market conditions. Okay, another mean reversion here. Would you look at this? And then finally one more, another lateral trade. That's fine. Here is another example where you don't want to take this position. Why? Because everything is weighted to the downside. If everything's weighted to the downside, you don't want to be taking a long position. That's the opportunity, or rather, that's the scenario where this fails. Although, what's even best, yeah, again, this is really ideal for taking trades in sloppy conditions. And then this one worked out. I would not have taken it because everything is weighted to the downside. But it is an example, right? And the best thing is you can adjust this to any period you want. The longer the period, the more accurate it will be. You can do 200 period for this, right? If you change each to 200, guess what happens? And we'll change this to a 200 moving average. Right, guys? And this is the light indicator. This package is only $12.50 a month. That's it. And then you get a 20% discount for a year-long purchase and 10% discount for half or 3-month purchase. Okay, here's another good example. Again, guys, longer time frames are going to be more accurate. So this is another great signal where the CCI rolls up, price reverts to the 200 moving average. CCI rolls down, price rolls to the 200 moving average. An example of lateral mean reversion instead of trending mean reversion here. That's fine. And another one from here to here. Point is, guys, always make sure your periods match. That's the important part of using this indicator. Okay? You also got Wave PM. Bollinger Band Meow Mix in the free package, if you will. Okay? This allows you to load 4 custom Bollinger Bands with a single indicator. So if you're on the free version of TradingView, you can be loaded up with this, and this. And you can have my entire chart laid out while using the free version of TradingView. That's one of the benefits of the Lite package. It's the most cost-effective version. Okay, I'm going to go in the comments now and see what's happening. One moment. Okay. Hombre Lunar says, can't thank you enough, Shark. Ever since I stumbled upon your channel and taken a few lessons, I see the charts so clearly now. It is my pleasure, brother. Now, let's also talk about a few of the other chart layouts available to you. Deluxe version is going to get you this template right here, right, with the 3D Wave PM, the adaptive periods, which is going to give you even more accurate signals than what I just showed you. Also, it's going to give you Bollinger Bands with adjustable moving average lengths. I'm sorry, that's in the Lite version. I mean, different moving average types. So if you want a distribution based on the zero lag exponential moving average, you can do that. You also have access to the full 3D Wave PM here, which allows you to manually adjust periods to the longest over expanded, as well as measure volatility overhead. And of course, you can also adjust the 3D Wave PM, or I'm sorry, the regular Wave PM, to any kind of variation on what type of moving average length you want is here as well, right? Zero lag exponential moving average, for example, with unweighted standard deviation, and you can get much faster signals. That's going to take a lot of tinkering for you to get your feet around how you want to actually use these indicators. Excuse me. Lunchtime. Okay. You can also find all our products over here, sharkchalks.live, new products. Okay. And the descriptions can be listed here, right? And then finally, we have the full and experimental version, which adds the highest resolution 3D Wave PM, where it measures 128 periods of mass. So you get much more accurate readings, and it takes a lot less tinkering and get accurate results. And you also get any new indicators that we might develop in the meantime. So the final experimental package is going to be the flagship product. And I'm going to show you the full logarithmic 3D Wave PM as well. You also get the adaptive moving average distribution, which automatically changes price to, or changes the band to, the longest over expanded distribution, which, as you can see quite clearly, acts as a major benchmark, and I would even go as far as to say it's institutional, with just how well this is respected. Right? And again, this is the same thing as the CCI rules, since those mean reversion positions are absolutely insane with their accuracy. Alrighty, folks. I can give you a quick Bitcoin update, and then I'm going to keep this live stream a bit on the shorter side. And I will go ahead and show you the logarithmic version of the Wave PM as well. Yeah, I have a Discord notification. It's been tempting me. Apparently something scaled incorrectly. Okay. There you go. I'll make myself nice and small. I want some wheat thins. Hold on. The other two versions are $30 a month and $35 a month. And this one obviously takes the longest amount of time to load. That is why I felt the need to get more food. Give me a moment, folks. Try loading on the 1 hour, see what happens. Obviously, since this is in the experimental package, oh, I'm just not scaled correctly, am I? Come on. There we go. So this version here is going to give you the most accurate reading of mass possible. And this will paint an insane picture for you. If you actually take the time to learn how to use this indicator, read volatility overhead, expansions and compressions of multi-time frame periods, and how to properly measure and trade these plumes of overexpansion, that is going to be the holy grail of trading, my friends. 3D Wave PM is the single most powerful trading tool I have ever seen in my entire life. And then, well, the Cat with Charts actually made it, and then it was more of like a cool idea. Like, what if we just turned it into a heat map? And then that's actually, after playing with this for about a dozen hours, I came to some realizations about the way mass interacts with the expansion and compressions of distributions, and how that can affect the beginning and end of trending. Right? Since trend is actually defined by every period on every time frame, and it's all subjective. So if you're looking at a bunch of subjective data, why not take a look at the sum of all that data objectively? Right? It's very hard to project your own bias onto a complete set of information. Compare that to trading with trend lines. Well, that's just your opinion, right? You are drawing what you want to happen. If you are trading with this kind of advanced tools, goodness, guys, I have no doubt I'm going to be a millionaire trading with this. This is, dare I say it, revolutionary. Oh, and it's available to you. Imagine that. So if any of you guys want to actually, I don't know, get rich, this might help you. I actually haven't even talked about Bitcoin, right? Okay. Longest over expanded period is 295. Let's pop over here and see how that interacts with price action. And admittedly, I do recommend having the logarithmic chart loaded up like this, and then actually try to adjust the chart on a separate frame. Otherwise, you're going to be in for one hell of a time. Okay. Let's see how we're interacting with this benchmark. 1 second. Nice. All right, guys. When we re-enter the band, we trade laterally as defined by the compressing band. So, as soon as I see a break from this 295 band, I am going to predict a new bout of trending. Until then, there's still no man's land, I'll be honest. It's going to be very hard to actually get an accurate prediction in this next coming few days. However, there are some amazingly bullish signs on Ethereum that I do need to talk about. So again, guys, I'm just going to expect lateral trading, and we're actually sufficiently compressed to move outside of this band. So the edges of this band aren't even going to provide support and resistance anymore. So just Buckle up. Wait. I'm still expecting reversion to the weekly 200 moving average. It won't happen right away. We just got to sit this one out. I'm sitting it out since there's not many things I actually want to trade right now, other than Ethereum. And I will pull up that chart here shortly. Okay. Let's define the longest overexpanded period over here, because I want to play with that a little bit more accurately. And give this a minute to load. Literally, give it a minute to load. Back to the comments. Okay, comments aren't loading. I guess my internet's not very good. There you are. Yeah, I'll check out ZEC BTC. I'm going to finish up with Ethereum here. That'll be on my way. Except this plume is maxed out. I need to go to a higher time frame. Fuck me. Yeah, Cat with charts. I'm just used to indicators snapping to the correct frame. Okay. This is really nice. Let's talk about this. Okay, this new overexpanded plume. Thank the gods. It's 175. Let's load that up. Okay. I want to adjust the longer one here. 1 second. On the 4-hour chart. Okay, 1 second. 175. Okay, and then I actually want to discover what the shortest plume here is on the lower time frame. So just give me a second. Yeah, Frank, it's typically stated that Ethereum is simply just Bitcoin leverage. However, it's actually showing some divergent price action, and that's why I'm interested in it. Okay, this new plume is 65. So I'm actually going to look on 65 on the 1-hour chart. Okay. And we're going to see how we're defining this trend. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, this trend is technically not defined. I would expect retracement. Okay, guys. So I am expecting retracement for this. I'm going to predict downward bump here, bounce off the bottom of this band. Probably won't expand like that, but it's more of just an idea. I'm also drawing it there because it will be in line with the 175 on the 4-hour chart. So I'm going to predict a move like this. Okay? People are going to call this an ascending triangle. That's my guess. Ascending triangle. Let's wait for the retrace to about 33333. Try to buy that bounce, after we dip. And of course, as long as this pivot keeps on rising, so will our entry. So we could actually just go laterally like this, but once that catches up, it's going to provide a very strong entry for a potential long position. And guess what, guys? With huge moves like this, counter trades can be really powerful. Like, really powerful. Think about this. Guess what happens? That pivot is broken. Guess how far we're going to retrace? All the way down to here. And know what's good about that, guys? With the proper leverage, that trade is going to be Yeah, guys, with 5x, you could have 50% ROE. Like, really, guys. Once this pivot is crossed, you better have some leverage on this position, because this will dip if the pivot is broken, and as long as we are above the pivot, it is sustained trending. That's easy money, guys. Really. Admittedly, I would be taking profit right around now on Ethereum, since I am expecting a retracement from looking at the shorter time frame. However, I would not short this, since that would still be betting against a 4-hour trend. Okay? And really, I would expect this to be more of lateral mean reversion, since it's been lateral so far. So I would just expect sideways price movement for now. And as soon as Bitcoin tanks, Ethereum will follow with it to form that cute little ascending triangle pattern. Okay. Right, I'll take a look at GTO. I'll be on my way. Okay, folks? GTO, BTC. Okay, a laterally trading chart. Oh, man. That's not very fun. Okay. We're looking at 450. 1 second. Yeah, I'm going to guess we're technically in a period of... Yeah, there it is. Lateral mean reversion. Very nice. Okay, guys. So, yeah, GTO is technically bullish because of a mean reversion position. Actually, this ain't bad. This is not bad at all. You have a potential downside of 5%. Your potential upside is 27%. Yeah, this is good. Just don't use a very large position because that's a huge stop loss. Or a deep stop loss, if you will. Okay. Yeah, this would be a really macro time frame trade, but it is possible. I also want to check on BCPT, because I called that recently for the same reason. Yeah. Of course. Because we can continue testing the bottom edge of that band. It could just bounce down like that over and over again. But eventually, mean reversion is implied, right? It's just not exactly the best risk management through the end of this trade, except on the bottom edge of the band. Or the correct CCI rolls, I guess. All right. One last chart, XRP. Okay. I'm going to guess we're sitting directly on top of the 450 moving average. Do you guys bet it? Oh, I already loaded the 450 then. That's funny. Is that correct? No, I need to be on the 1 hour chart for the 450 band. There it is. Okay. Yeah, I guess you can attempt a secondary entry on the 450. This is going to be that line there. You know, it's provided support 1, 2, 3 times now. A fourth might happen. Right. Although we will trade laterally as defined by that overexpanded band, so do not expect price to go above 9,800 until we see a further period of compression. Alrighty, folks. I hope this live stream was educational. I really want to do some painting today. If you have purchased the lessons, I am we're going to try to have the next lesson up tomorrow. So I really do thank you for your patience. And if you really can't wait, I think, was it Legend Rage? He re-uploaded one of my old CCI videos, and that's what the next lesson's going to be in. It's going to be CCI, although this one's going to be a little different from things I've learned since then. Alrighty, folks, this has been fun. I am no longer going to subject you to watching me eat. So, like and subscribe to the video. I'll talk to you all later. Oh, why did nobody tell me my hand was over here? I feel kind of stupid. Okay. See you guys.